Hello and welcome to session number 3, the budget game. Materials needed are the table tents, the sample budget, the blue scenario cards, and the red category cards. Begin your class by reminding the students of the 2 primary steps you've already discussed. Step number 1, you earn money by getting an education and choosing a career. Step 2, you spend money wisely. You establish a savings. The 3rd step is making a budget. Our guidebook provides some great talking points, and we encourage you to utilize those as you begin today's discussion. It really helps the students to get engaged and to really think about what would you do in those situations. Also, we again encourage you to bring real life experiences into your classroom. Perhaps you would consider sharing with the student examples of your monthly budget. Perhaps if you are married with a few children, you would consider sharing your grocery bill, your how much you spend on groceries, how much you spend on utilities, maybe how much you spent for rent or mortgage. If you are single, maybe you would consider sharing those same categories to help students see realistic dollar amounts for budgets. Any examples that you can share with the students do help it to become realistic, and it makes it easier for them to start thinking how they should be planning for the future. For today's activity, you're going to be dividing the students into teams of 3 or 4 students, and then distributing one of the red category cards to each of the students. The activity is focusing on students deciding which items they should include in their budget. As we know, it is so important for them to not spend more money than they earn. That might be a great thing to keep right on the board at some point in your activity. Spend less than you earn. The students are going to go through and decide of the 29 cards or categories that they have, which 17 they would keep. The bottom corner card will not be used, it's just a JA logo. So again, the students will rip apart the cards, or you can have done this in advance, which makes it much quicker, and distribute one baggie or sheet of cards to each group of students. After a few minutes of discussion, deciding which category cards they are going to keep, again, they will keep 17, discard 12. You will go around and pick up the 12 cards that they have discarded and just set them aside. On the board, or if the teacher can draw on the smart board, you'll want to put up a table 10 rounds and then teams. This will allow you to keep score for the activity. Using the blue scenario cards, you're going to randomly draw a card and ask the students the question that is on the card. As an example, you need food to live. Earn 5 points if you have your grocery food card. If the students have their grocery food card as part of their 17 remaining category cards, they will receive 5 points. The teacher, or you can, if you are keeping score on the board, can write 5 points down for that team. If that team did not keep that card, they do not get any points for the round. You continue this round of play for 10 rounds. At the end, the team with the most points is named the winner. You'll also want to talk to the students after the activity is completed about income, expense, give examples of fixed expense and variable expense. In the handout for the sample budget, it's a great tool for the students to think about how they can budget their money that they may be making right now if they have jobs as high school students. If not, this is a great resource for the future. This is a send home piece that you can send with them, or if you have enough time, maybe they just start doing a budget, whether you do it whole group or they do it individually. But again, a resource for the students to use as they can start thinking about budgets. Leave enough time for summary and review, and also ask in this session before leaving, ask your instructor to have some markers available for session number 4. Good luck and have fun.